best Hungarian foods, paprika csirke, which is chicken paprika. Let's see, stuffed peppers, tilted paprika, tilted kaposta, which is stuffed cabbage. That's probably one of my favorite ones ever. They eat that a lot during Christmas time. It's like cabbage leaves that have been either pickled or boiled, and then they have a rice and meat mixture that they roll up in it and then cook it for a really long time. And they cook it with sauerkraut as well. And so it gives it a little bit different flavor, something that I was kind of unfamiliar with, but oh, it's the best food ever. But whenever anyone asked me what my very favorite food was, I told them szilvásgomboc, and that's a plum dumpling. So you start out with a little plum, and then they have sort of a potato dough that they wrap around it, and then they boil it, and then they roll it in breadcrumbs and cinnamon sugar, and I just could not get enough of those. Every area, what do you like? Szilvásgomboc. Most of the time I would, tell them that in hopes that they would invite me over sometime for szilvásgomboc. And in one of my areas, I guess I talked about it so much that one of my investigators made them for me and then took a picture, and then before I left gave me a mug of me eating szilvásgomboc on the mug. So I'll always remember how much I love szilvásgomboc. A little bit difficult to make, but so worth it. So worth it. Other foods. Any of their pastries, whether you buy them in the bakery or if they're homemade, never had something that I didn't love. They have a lot of rétes, which is like a strudel, lots of different types. Something that I mentioned earlier was poppy seeds. They eat a lot of poppy seed. Here in America, the only thing we eat with poppy seeds is like poppy seed muffins, and the poppy seeds are just scattered throughout the muffin. In Hungary, that's like the main, they make it into a paste, and then they put it inside baked goods. And it has a little bit different flavor. A lot of missionaries don't really like it, but I loved it. They call it mac, and they put that in rétes, and so it's just like chock full of poppy seeds. They have another thing that they use a lot is something called turo, which is kind of like a dry cottage cheese, a little bit more, I don't know, it falls apart more. And we don't really have it here in America, but they'll sweeten it with sugar and with lemon zest usually, and then just put that in rétes or put that in other baked goods, and I loved that so much. A lot of things that I really, really loved we can't really get here, so I miss Hungary a lot, Hungarian food. They have gulyás or goulash, which is really popular, probably the most popular Hungarian dish, and that's basically a stew with meat and potatoes and carrots and other vegetables. But the trick is the paprika that makes it Hungarian. That's the most popular Hungarian spice is paprika, Hungarian paprika, and most Hungarian food starts out the same way with onions and oil and then paprika, and then you just go from there.